Imagine this, you wake up, stretch your arms, and notice your muscles feel a little weaker than last year, even though you're eating well and walking every day. Here's the secret few people talk about. Muscle loss after 60 isn't just about exercise or protein. It's often caused by two missing vitamins that quietly slow down your muscle repair while you sleep. Studies from Harvard and the NIH now show that these vitamins can rebuild muscle tissue overnight, even in adults over 60. And no, it's not magnesium. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which two vitamins do this, how to get them naturally, and the best time to take them for maximum muscle recovery. Quick question before we begin. How old are you and what time do you usually eat your last meal of the day? Comment below. I love reading where everyone's from. The hidden reason muscles fade after 60. After 60, most people think muscle loss or sarcopenia is inevitable. But what most seniors don't realize is that your muscle recovery switches off at night if your body lacks certain nutrients. Doctors at Johns Hopkins found that after age 60, your ability to absorb vitamins from food drops by nearly 30%. So even if you're eating balanced meals, your cells may not be getting what they need to rebuild overnight. The result, you feel weaker, your balance declines, and everyday tasks, climbing stairs, opening jars, feel harder. But here's the uplifting part. Muscle tissue can regenerate at any age if given the right nutritional signals. Think of your muscles like construction workers waiting for building materials. Without those materials, work stops. The two vitamins we'll discuss next act like construction supervisors, telling your body to repair and grow muscle fibers even while you sleep. Have you noticed more fatigue or slower recovery after activity lately? Drop a yes or no in the comments. You're not alone. Vitamin hash 1, the muscle rebuilder, vitamin D3. Forget the myth that vitamin D is just for bones. In seniors, vitamin D3 is one of the most powerful muscle-building vitamins known. A large 2023 meta-analysis in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology found that adults over 60 with higher vitamin D levels had twice the muscle strength and recovery rate compared to those who were deficient. Vitamin D3 helps your body activate muscle stem cells, those tiny repair units that fix micro tears while you rest. It also improves protein synthesis, the exact process your muscles rely on to grow stronger overnight. And here's a fascinating detail. Your body doesn't rebuild muscle during the workout, it rebuilds while you sleep. So, low vitamin D at night equals weaker repair and slower recovery. You can get D3 from sunlight, yes, but after 60, skin produces up to 75% less vitamin D. That's why most seniors need a small daily supplement, ideally with vitamin K2 to guide calcium away from your arteries and into your bones and muscles. Do you take vitamin D3 regularly? If so, how many IU per day? Vitamin hash 2, the muscle activator, vitamin B12. If vitamin D3 is the builder, vitamin B12 is the activator. It fuels your muscle cells with the energy they need to perform and repair. B12 is crucial for nerve-to-muscle communication. It's what allows your brain to send strong, clear signals that trigger movement. Low B12 leads to muscle weakness, numbness, even trembling hands. Research from the Mayo Clinic found that nearly 40% of adults over 60 are deficient in B12, largely due to lower stomach acid or medications like acid blockers and metformin. The best forms? Methylcobalamin natural form is far more absorbable than the synthetic cyanocobalamin found in cheap supplements. You'll find B12 in salmon, eggs, liver, and nutritional yeast, but many people over 60 need a sublingual, under-the-tongue form for absorption. Have you ever had your B12 levels checked, type tested, or never in the comments? Let's see how many of us have. The nighttime repair window. Here's the big secret. Muscle repair happens mostly between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., what scientists call the growth hormone window. During this time, your body releases pulses of growth hormone that tell muscle cells to regenerate. But if your vitamin D3 and B12 levels are low, your body can't respond to that signal. It's like turning on the lights in an empty workshop. No workers, no repairs. That's why timing matters. Many experts like Dr. Rhonda Patrick and Dr. Andrew Huberman recommend taking D3 and B12 in the morning because they set your metabolic rhythm for the entire day, improving nighttime repair naturally. Add some gentle resistance training during the day, even light weights or resistance bands, and your muscles will respond more dramatically overnight. What time do you usually go to sleep? Share in the comments. It helps others compare habits. The role of protein, but not the way you think. You've probably heard you need more protein after 60. That's true, but without vitamins D3 and B12, protein alone won't rebuild muscle. Here sits why protein gives your body raw material. Vitamin D3 tells it where to build. Vitamin B12 gives it energy to do so. In other words, these vitamins are like the architect and electrician for your construction crew. A study from Tufts University found seniors combining protein with D3 and B12 gained over 30% more muscle mass than those taking protein alone. So instead of adding another protein shake, focus on nutrient synergy. 20-30 g of protein per meal, vitamin D3, 2,000, 5,000 IU daily, vitamin B12, 1,000 methylcobalamin daily. The surprise nutrient booster, vitamin K2. I promised a surprise, and here it is. While D3 and B12 do the heavy lifting, vitamin K2 is the quiet helper that prevents calcium from clogging your arteries and instead directs it into your bones and muscles. Many seniors take D3 but forget K2, and that's when calcium builds up in soft tissues instead of strengthening muscle fibers. Studies in Frontiers in Nutrition show that D3 combined with K2 improves muscle tone and cardiovascular flexibility within 8 weeks. K2 is found in foods like natto, fermented soybeans, hard cheeses, and grass-fed butter. If those aren't in your diet, a small K2 supplement, 100, 200 mg alongside D3 is ideal. Have you ever heard of vitamin K2 before this video? Type yes or first time below. I'm curious. Nutrients are only part of the story. To help these vitamins work their magic, combine them with simple habits that boost absorption and repair. Morning sunlight, 15 minutes of light exposure boosts D3 production and sets your circadian rhythm. Walk after meals improves B12 and protein metabolism. Sleep before 11 p.m. maximizes your growth hormone window. Stay hydrated. Vitamins work best in well-hydrated cells. Even light resistance work, such as lifting groceries, wall push-ups, or seated leg raises, tells your muscles we're still active, keep building. Let's bust a few myths. I am too old to rebuild muscle. Truth. You can build strength at any age. Studies show muscle growth is possible even into the 90s with proper nutrition and activity. Just take magnesium for muscle. Magnesium helps with cramps but doesn't trigger muscle growth. DEG3 and B12 do. Supplements don't work. They do when used intelligently. Deficiency correction isn't hype, it's biochemistry. Your body doesn't slow down because of age, it slows because it's missing the signals it once had, and you can restore them naturally. Let's recap in simple steps. Take vitamin D3 2000, 5000 IU daily, preferably with breakfast and sunlight exposure. Add vitamin K2 100, 200 mg to guide calcium into your muscles and bones. Include vitamin B, 12 1000 megachi, methylcobalamin for nerve strength and recovery. Eat real protein at each meal. Sleep before 11 p.m. to maximize repair. Do this for just 4 or 6 weeks and watch how your energy, balance, and muscle tone change. You'll not only feel stronger, you'll move with more confidence every day. Which of these will you start first? D3, B12, or K2? Comment your plan below. So now you know it's not magnesium that rebuilds muscle after 60. It does the smart combination of vitamin D3, B12, and K2 that tells your body repair, grow, stay strong. Which of these will you add this week? What's your favorite way to get vitamin D, sun or supplement? What's one topic you'd like me to cover next? Energy, joints, or sleep? And before you go, if you found this helpful, subscribe, because without it, YouTube won't remind you about the next senior health breakthrough. Like this video, it helps more seniors discover science-backed ways to stay strong. And comment, your answer might help someone else watching right now. Stay strong, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.